Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, out here with nothing but the pyramids and spotting my crown, sporting my crown. You know the deal, but I'm here to do what I do for you. I got a nice little lesson for you that I laid out, so let's get the party started. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right Thinker's mission, and yeah, I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that if you claim to be a right thinker, you should know who you are, aka know thyself. My mission is to have all right thinkers do just that. If you claim to be a right thinker, your goal should be to know thyself. So tune in, get the lessons, implement them, and do just that. Know thyself. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they even know not, foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. I appreciate you. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. A person who knows not and believes or think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. That's cool. I'm the spiritual alarm clock, here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I do my scrolling when I'm not teaching. I'm studying. I'm seeing what's going on. I seen this old guru guy, mystic from India. I like them guys because they speak and say what they feel, and they don't hold no, they don't pull no punches. They let it be known. And I listen to my man say, right thinkers, let's talk about I'm with him. I'm a knower of knowledge, aka thyself, not a believer in superstitions. What do you mean superstitions? Folklore, talked about but not facts, not proven. Hearsay, as they call it in court. But and you can get facts. You don't need to deal with superstitions. So the lesson today is: are you a knower or are you a believer? Let's talk about it. Again, I don't claim any religion because it's based on a belief system. I don't follow a belief system. What you do is fine. I'm just speaking for myself at this point. So understand that. And that calls itself a belief system. I don't want to believe. I need to know. And I want to know the truth. I went in search of it over almost 40 years now. And I found it. And all I want to do now is what? Share it and tell it to anybody who want to listen. That's why I do what I do for you. That's my point. That's my concept. Now, spirituality. My yacht represents spirituality. Why? Because it's knowing and understanding God personally by putting in the work that it takes to earn your blessings from God, and you will know for yourself who God is. You don't have to believe what somebody tell you about God. I don't want you to believe what I tell you about God. Why? I know him personally. Why? I have my experience. When you have yours, we can share blessings and understanding. But I ain't trying to convince you about God. That's not my problem. That's not my issue. I'm a teacher of concepts to help you do what you need to do, and your belief will disappear, and you will have what? Knowledge, aka know thyself. And if you know that, you'll know God and you. So let me get back to the lesson. I like to teach. Sometimes I get a little preachy. Sorry, but I'm just trying to make a point. Here you go. Now, personally, I don't mind learning about myth. I study that all the time. Or allegorical stories. I'm a Mason. Study that all the time. Also, learn that. But I'm knowing what I'm studying. The Bible don't tell you that. These are allegorical, mythological stories. Y'all take it literal. That's the part about belief that I got an issue with. You believe something that's not real. Superstitions. Simple. Moving on. Religions are that book that y'all follow, all of them, the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, all of them are what? Stories, mythological stories, astrological concepts, and theological concepts. But what? They don't tell you that. They want you to believe it's real. No one up in was having my lessons when I'm getting my classes. Had one of my brothers, Christian brother. Well, you know, your Egyptian gods ain't real. Yeah, but I give them life. We bring them to life by learning about them. We know their myths, we know their stories, but we ain't running around here thinking a body went up to heaven. I digress. Right thinkers are knowers. Why? I'm giving you something that you need to know, not believe. I don't need your belief. I don't give dealing belief. That's the reason why. When you have knowledge, you know. Gnosis, to know. Right thinkers are knowers of what? The main goal at the end game is to know thyself and who? God. Not believing in God or thyself. They didn't say, man, believe in thyself. Know thyself. Why? They know that you can do that. That'll take care of a whole bunch of other stuff. And belief ain't part of it. Moving on. Again, I'm just trying to tell you, I don't believe in believing for believing's sake. I want to know. Again, when there's accessibility to the truth, you should obtain it. And guess what? We're in the age of Aquarius. We just come out of Pisces. Mysterious, everything was, ooh, yeah, just believe. That's when belief was fine. It's lights been turned on. We don't need to believe. We can know for ourselves. So you telling me something that only worked in the dark. Once I get into the light, knowledge of self, that ain't gonna fly. I'm just saying. So I ain't the one to sell the belief on. Understand that. We living in the age of information. That means no more belief systems. Why? Because they pulling information on your belief system that's going to contradict your beliefs. Therein lies the problem. But moving on, let's just understand this. Knowers will not believe. I know the definition of belief. It's not to know, but to believe, to have faith in something going. I know all that. That don't mean jack when it's wrong. We are in the information age, so you can know. You don't have to believe. Simple as that. Google, but no. But another thing about that, sometimes it's a little. But you ask Siri, did Jesus exist? Those kind of questions, AI gets a little sketchy with. So trust me. The best part about Google is what? It's information. That's all, just information. It don't tell you yay or nay, just information. I give concepts with information. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The person who give me the information, you wonder about them, where they get their knowledge from, but everything is accessible. Why? Because we have information. AI, artificial intelligence, it knows all. It's God according to y'all, but no, God is the essence. We know that. When you become conscious in what He gave you to do this for, now all this other stuff, you start realizing, wait a minute, something right in Denmark. So you're waking up. Why? They want you to stay asleep. Go to the okie doke in matrix, all that. That's fine, but now we're starting to wake up. And their worst nightmare is the power that be is that we as a people wake up and realize who we are. I don't pose a threat right now because a few people listen to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But ain't nobody really paying attention. I ain't got 1,000, 100,000. No, that nonsense. But that don't mean what I'm saying ain't good and true. I appreciate those who follow me. Let's go. That's what I do for you. Moving on. Now, why would you just want to live on a belief system and not want to live in a spiritual truth knowing system? I'm just saying. I fellowship with Christians. Love them. I really wish they would really start. Well, the philosophy that my pastor teaches, I'm not a problem with that. Why? Because he put God in you. I always say I don't like religion because they put God somewhere else. Nah, no, 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 no. So that's why I don't do the belief. I don't. You can't make me believe God is somewhere other than me. So that's my point. When we didn't have Google, okay, belief was something that was unknown and could fly, get away with it. Now Google, man, dude, that ain't right. Simple. Google me whenever you feel like it. You can't even find, they ain't gonna define the word Nihas on the Google thing, so there's some words that they don't ain't familiar with, but that's what it makes them ours. Moving on. The definition again of belief is what? Not to know. I'm not a believer in nothing. I need to know. Why put so much energy in a belief when you can put that same energy into knowing? Study, get knowledge and get information that can serve you and you can use and manifest for yourself. That's what right thing philosophy is all about. Giving you the goods. All the fluff, I got none of that. I don't do fluff. I don't believe. I do knowledge that you can actually manifest for yourself. When what's this? When what you believe contradicts what is true, call Houston. And this is the problem with all you believers. Because you believe in what you believe may not be the truth. When the truth comes, you're going to fight tooth and nail. And they banked on that when they did that. That's called brainwashing at the highest level. But yeah, call Houston. Why? Because we got a problem. Those are the people I have to avoid. Why? I can't convince you of your beliefs is wrong. I ain't trying to care less. I just avoid you. That's all. I read in my mission statement, okay, every day. Those who believe they know and don't know, or believe and think they know, but don't know, dangerous. Avoid them. Why? You ain't going to win that argument. That's it. All brothers, they ain't going nowhere. If it was eternal, it'd go in and out. We could share, we could discuss differences and understand it, different beliefs, understand it. But if you just one track mind, you're going that way. That's my point. If you have belief, aka, which I call a knife, and I have knowledge, which I call a gun, and we get into a fight, need I say more? So why carry a knife when you can pack a gun? God, universe, and nature. That's the gun I'm talking about. Not a physical gun, but the gun, the knife that you got is what? Ignorance and belief. That's a fact. So when they come head to head, belief gonna lose against knowledge every time. Moving on. Just a quick example. I had to get that one in right quick. But watch this. If belief is elementary knowledge, little kids believe what you tell them. Little kids believe what you present to them. But guess what? They start getting a little older. Uh-oh. That's Snoopy do. Uh-oh. Yeah, they starting to realize, you didn't tell me the truth. The Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, the fairy, the tooth fairy, and all that. That's what you told them. They believed it. So what's going to happen? They're going to have to wake up and realize, well, when you give them truth and knowledge at an early age, that never changes. I just seen my pastor, my church did a Christmas nativity story with the young kids. They know about God, they understand about Christ, and that's fine. That's the start. That's where you get them. If they're young, you can give them that, and they can ride with that. Why? Because if they start living what they believe, and they'll be just fine. Why? Because if they're doing the right thing, they'll be blessed and rewarded. So they had that understanding. A lot of people think life is hard. Oh, no, 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 no. When you make it hard, again, and these young people are following who? Their elders. I didn't have a kid on that stage or in that play, but I was so proud of everyone out there. That's when you're seeing young people doing good stuff. Simple. Okay, moving on. I want to get that into. I had to let you know. It's real. Okay, belief and knowing is two different concepts. But if your belief is strong, you can make miracles out of superstitious stuff. Okay, folklore. But watch this. Right thing with philosophy is a knowing system. The mystery system, they call it. Why? Because if you wasn't in it, it's a mystery to you. Hey, Mason, if you don't know what we do, you don't. It's a secret to you. Y'all got secrets. Y'all got handshakes. Yeah, we do. If you want to know them, join. That's all. But you want about that. So moving on. Right thinking philosophy is a knowing system. What? Of life lessons, not a belief system of religious superstitions. I don't carry the Bible. I don't teach from the Bible. I'm not a preacher. I don't knock it, but that ain't the book I choose. I got it right there. I mean, it's there, but you see who I read. Okay? As they say, that's who I represent. Why? Because she give me something that I can use, that I can benefit from. I've been doing it for a long time now. Not just me, but society was based on my yacht and lived 3,000, 4,000 years in harmony. So moving on, that's just a quick lesson why I do my yacht. Now, I can't teach what I believe. Why? Because it could be wrong. I just believe that means I don't know. So I don't teach what I don't know. Can't refuse and I ain't think about it. Right thinking philosophy is what? All about the experience. My life experience, my study time, my understanding of things to be that I manifest myself. That's what I teach. And you can do it yourself. And comments in return on getting back, I appreciate that. Why? Because it's working for them if you try it. You have what? For yourself. The experience of God is for every individual, for their own person. Not somebody telling you about God. You got to experience God. It ain't about understanding. No, it's about experience. Calm down, relax. Yeah, but I get, I get when it comes to God. Why? I'm adamant because with knowledge of Him and righteous and virtuous living, you can know Him for yourself. You ain't got to believe and pray. Oh Lord, no. I pray every day. I'm a prayer warrior on Wednesday nights. I get together with my people. But praying with no works is useless. I'm a worker. I'm a servant of the Lord. Are you? But if you claim to be, you would be doing the things that I do. So if we both claim to be this, and you doing that, and I'm doing this, and what we doing ain't the same. One of us is wrong. Just saying. Cain and Abel, one of them is wrong. Moving on. I like that example. Why? I know what I teach. Why? Because I live it. It ain't about, oh, I read, study to learn so I can show you I'm doing my job. I live it to prove it what? That it works. When I hear people say, right, thank you, it worked. Thank you, I appreciate that. I don't believe it worked. I know it do. Difference, okay? Religions, understand this, have some spiritual truths in them. I keep telling you that. I know that. Because again, I study it, I know it. I don't teach from it. Why? I got something else again. But part that y'all don't seem to want to on it too. It's got some lines in it too. Hello, I know the Bible. Spare me all that nonsense. That's where we part ways right there. You see, if you can't be rational enough to understand there's perspective and concepts that everybody don't agree on. That's all. Moving on. God wrote the book. No, the Roman Catholics wrote the Bible. Moving on. We know what's this from experience. Our best teacher is what? Experience in life. Whatever you experience, you have wisdom of that. You experience that. So that's why young people and wisdom don't go together. Why? Y'all don't have many experiences young. So you don't earn that spot to be wise. As you get older, your life experiences should make you wiser, should be educating you. Every time a bad decision made, should learn. You should learn from those. Okay, sometimes you learn from others. They watch them make a bad decision and say, well, I won't do that. That's smart. Okay, but watch this. That's why I only teach about what my life and what I study and know about. I could care less. I'm not gonna give you my beliefs. Ain't your concern. Moving on. Last one. Right on time. Let's go. Now, conscience. Spelled COSCIENCE is the heart conscious, not the CONSCIOUS. That's the one up here. Okay. The way it's spelled conscious with the science is it's already been proven. It's a fact. Moving on. Watch this. Conscious is what? The heart of knowing itself. Think about this. Science is what? The way to prove things, right? Okay. Our heart is what? Our conscience. Everything relies in the heart. When judgment day come, they what? Judge you by the contents of your heart. Hello, it's been that way a long time. So, knowing that, you had to do what? Purify, lighten the heart. There's things you can do. That's the 42 Confessions of Maya to have you live a standard the way you can purify your heart. You got yoga concepts, you got Indian concepts, you got Hindu, you got everybody, Buddhist, everything. But there's all kinds of ways to do that. So I just got one, the one I use. Moving on. Now, excuse me, conscious spelled this way is mental, your brain, excuse me, and it was given to you by the all conscious one knowing this is the thing you need to get to me. The pineal gland, they say, is the God transmitter. And the brain has two hemispheres, left and right, male, female. When you're thinking, don't think one sided, be equal. Understand that's what equanimity means. You understanding both sides and you're being fed down the middle. Moving on. Now let's wrap this up. The spell, they spell the heart conscious the way they do it. Why? Because it's a proven fact that God holds the concept that God dwells in the heart of man. And at judgment day, that's who you're going to be judged. And you judging yourself. Hello. Modern science today has proven what? That the heart brain has a bigger capacity for memory than the brain in our head. And the Egyptians knew that because when you died, your conscience was of no use. Why? It only worked when the heart is in contact with it. The heart can function by itself. Why? It got its own brain. Moving on. Hope you get the concept. Last one. Appreciate you tuning in too. Our hearts is where truth, aka God, dwells. God, that's knowing, not believing. My heart is pure. I speak my kadu. I do what I do to help you know you. That's right thing philosophy. That's my lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. That's the intent. I'll be back with more.